Here we are. Here we are. Hi Becky, hi Corn. This is my third time to try to do this. I had to delete the app and download it again. And I lost Sharon. Sharon was on the first one. Maybe she'll find me. How are you ladies tonight? I am. This Streamlabs. Hi, Chef. How are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you could join us. Now, this Streamlab, it drives me nuts. I don't know what's wrong with it. I have a time with it. And it takes me 15 minutes. Hey, Diane. How are you this evening, sweetie? Who is it? I think my husband just tried to come up and I had shut the door. He rammed his head into the door. There you are, Sharon. He rammed his head into the door. I shut it so we couldn't hear the news, the TV. I was afraid you wouldn't find me, Sharon. Just took three times. I'm going to wait just a few minutes on some more, and then I'm going to do the tutorial because it's going to take a while. I've done as much prepping as I can with it, and I tried to make it easy as I could for you. I know, Diane, it's supposed to come a flash flood down there tonight. I can't hide it from you. I know I look a fright, though. I look like a haint. Do y'all know what a haint is? Yeah, I look like a haint. You know what a haint is? I ain't had time to fix myself. I looked better this morning when I did the first video. Sunny in Georgia. A ghost, yes. A haint is a ghost. I figured you would know that. A haint is a ghost. That was, yes, a haint is a ghost. That was one of my Memo's favorite sayings. It's a haint, yep. Us Kentuckians know, don't we, Diane? You use that word differently? You use it like we use ain't? Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Corn probably uses hain't like we do ain't. Yep, I figured that's what you did. Yep. You ain't been sleeping? I haven't either. Hi, Bertha. How are you? Sharon wants to see this book tutorial. Diane says she ain't either. No, I haven't been sleeping either. Not very well. Hi, Diane. Bolsvert? Bolsvert? From my Sharon's sister. Well, we're glad to have you. And Becky sleeps like the dead. I wish I could. Yeah, lucky Becky. Diane, you're Sharon's sister. Connection of Lives sister. Welcome. Welcome. Oh my gosh, that's my sister. Your sissy. Good. Sissy. It is. It is cool that your sissy is here. Well, we'll get started on this book. It's 12 after this box. It's 12 after. And I've done a lot of prepping on it. Well, as much as I could do. So I'm going to move the iPad so you're going to get a little dizzy. So watch out. This thing is messing up on me, and it's not that old, but not the iPad, the neck that I've got it on. Yep. Okay, let's see if that works. Hi, Kathy. How are you? You had supper yet? All right. Now, I've started. I normally use chipboard. And that is this kind of chipboard here. And but I've been doing this for years, and I keep this on hand, and this is what I make my books and my boxes with. But for those of you who do not have chipboard, I have glued together some Pepsi box. I've cut it up into the size that I want, and I glued me 2 pieces together, and that makes it's fairly good. If you want it stouter, put another piece of paper, whatever you're using, like cereal box. I cut up a Coca-Cola box, and I also used the front and back of a paper pad. They're a little bit heavier, especially the back, so I cut those up and used them too. And I did that on all of these so that if you don't have chipboard, you can see that you can still make this. Okay? Pop-Tart boxes, it depends on whatever size you want to make your box or your book. Anything you can glue together to make a sturdy bottom and top and sides. That's what I've done. I've glued 2 pieces together on all of these pieces. This is 8 by 7. Diane has my phone number, so if I miss a question, Miss Diane can text me. So, oh, is Liv in here? Hi, Liv. I'm going to miss you all. So, all right. This is 8 by 7. And this box, let me show you the box that Sharon wanted me to do a tutorial of so that you'll know what I'm doing. This is the box that she wants a tutorial of. And it opens like this. And it has a tray here that closes with Velcro, and it has a tray on this side that closes with Velcro. And this is the box that we're going to make, only in a smaller version. Okay? So you're making 2 half boxes because they're going to fold up on each other. So we're going to start with this one. Thank you, Liv. Hey, Rhonda. So we start with, we got our sides, and we got our front and the back. Okay? We're going to start with the side here. And you make, these are connectors. You're going to connect your box together, your pieces together with these connectors. Now this is not my idea. I've learned these over the years from other crafters on YouTube. I learned this from Kathy Orta King. And I cut this at 1 1/2 and scored at 3/4. And you score at 3/4 and you lay this down like so. We're going to go to the other side and do it too. Fold it back. I'll get done what I can in an hour and a half until 8:30, and then now we're going to put this side right here on. And for extra support, I put glue in here. Hope that's not empty. And you put this right up against this edge here. Can you see that? Am I in frame, you all? Am I in frame? I cannot see if I am in frame. Art glitter glue. Art glitter glue. When I make books and boxes, that's all I use is art glitter glue. And I've had this, as my daughter used to say, for 100 years. going to put this one up. No, Sharon, I make the connectors. It's art glitter glue, and I make the connectors, honey. I'm sorry. I took black cardstock paper, and you don't have to use your heavy. You can use your regular, and I cut it at 1.5 inches wide and 8 inches long for the front and the back. And for the sides, it's 7 inches long. These connectors you make yourself. You make these connectors yourself. And I also use score tape. I use Suk Wang. And I get mine from Amazon. I buy it like 5 in a package for $19. Some people call them hinges. Some call them connectors. Is that right, Diane? Am I doing that right? Yep. Yeah. I call them connectors. Some people call them hinges. I call them connectors because they're connecting the boxes together. I guess that's why I'm confusing her. See, I'm not very good at tutorials, you all. And you just put this right up against the edge of your bottom piece there. Right up against it. Can you give measurements of the chipboard pieces? Yes, the chipboard pieces, your box is according to what size you want it. I made this box 8 by 7. And then I did the sides at 2 3/8 by 8 and 2 3/8 by 7. That's going to be the depth of my box. Hi, Tiffany. Then I'm going to do this and got them scattered over there. Now we're going to do the ends of the box. Hi, Lainey. How are you? Thank you, Diane. That's a good way to do that. That way I can't miss somebody. So glad you guys could come. Now we're going to put the end pieces on. Hi, Sabrina. Didn't see you come in either. Now these sides might move a little bit after they're glued, but it'll be all right. The glue is still sticky. And your box, it's just a preference to what size you want your box to be. And I did this one at 8 by 7 just to get it down a little bit. That other one over there is 11 by 8.5, I think. Now see, there's your box. It started to come together. Now we're going to do our corners. And that's these pieces. These pieces are 4 by 1.5, and I've scored them at 3/4 of an inch. And the side of this box, like I said, is 2 3/8, but I want this to go over the top and the bottom. It gives it a finished look. And you put these two pieces together, just like this, and you lay this on the edge of it, just like that. Okay? And then you're going to take this off. Make sure that your box ends are square there, right together. Yeah, score tape is done. When you put that down, score tape is done. It sure is. And then you cut up to that edge right there. And you bring this down like this. Now we're going to angle. We're going to cut this at a little bit of an angle, like that. And bring that over like so. And this top right here, this is what's going to make your corners stout. You're going to bring this over like this, and this one like this. And you're going to get your foam folder, and you're going to press that down. We're going to do this one. Bring them together. Put this right on the edge. Like that. Can you all see what I'm doing? Do I need to raise that iPad up some more? Oh, you don't have to remake anything. It helps to get the paper off your scissors though, y'all. See how perfect those corners are there? Everybody makes things differently. I just learned from watching others, mostly Kathy Orta King. She is great at making boxes, I tell you. Make sure that's even there. Okay. I tell you, I feel like that thing has dropped. Seems to be smothering me. Y'all hear my husband playing the harmonica? Well, I messed that one up. There we go. I got it. I got it down. And we're going to bend this one over. And this one. Now we're going to do this corner. It's good to have a sissy like that, Sharon. It really is. Lord, it's pouring here now, Miss Diane. Absolutely pouring. It's poured here for a long time today. I'm going to bring this in like this. Angle just a little and bring that down. A little bit crooked there, y'all. I got tape all over me. Tape all over me. And there's your corners on your boxes. So now we got to do the inside of the box. That's the hair dab too long. So we just cut a hair dab off of it. You put it right up in that corner, and you've got a good edge there. Hi, Cheryl's Crafty World. Good to see you. And I forgot to cut just a hair dab off of that one. Looking at the chat. I got nosy. I get nosy a lot, you all. And there's that one. It keeps me in the know, yeah. And everything you do to this box makes it stouter, you all. Everything that you do makes it even stouter. I know I've been watching your, can you hear him? Can you hear him, Sharon? I've been watching your hubby's cabin come together. I've enjoyed it too. I haven't been able to leave a comment every time. YouTube can't get after me for his background music, can they? Let me get some of this tape off of this desk. If I open that door, you could hear him more. Now these little pieces go in the corner, and I'm going to see if I cut them to, nope, I got them just right. And these I glue in. I glue these in. Yes, Diane, it does. It takes a lot of paper, tape, and glue. What's he going to do with his cabin, Sharon? Is he using it for any particular thing, or building it for anything in particular for himself, or? And you put these little pieces in the corners, and that finishes out the corners. I don't know if this is helping anybody or not, because I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. See how it finished out that corner? Made it look real pretty. Glamour camping in the backyard. Thank you, Rhonda. I think he does a good job. Oh, you all, he about drove me nuts when he was learning to play that thing. Oh, gosh. You all. He would even play it in the car. Oh, we'd go somewhere. He'd be playing that thing in the car. But he's gotten really good now, and it's when he was learning to play, it was tough, but he's really good now. I like to hear him play. He plays the guitar too. He plays and sings in our church. He loves you. Oh yeah, you do. You do, Rhonda. You have to hit a few sour notes. You should hear him play Amazing Grace on that thing. Gosh, it's beautiful. Corn Hanson plays, doesn't he? Hanson plays the harmonica, doesn't he? Hi, Robin. Good to see you, Robin. what you do with this bone folder is you're pushing that paper into the corners and giving it a good burnish, and you've got a real pretty corner. Elsa Cleary, hello. Welcome. Oh, you all are so sweet to be here tonight. You don't know how much I appreciate it. I know some of you really don't have the time to be here, but you're taking time, and I appreciate it. Now that, you all, is what the box, let me get this corner right here that I missed. There we go. And see, you can't even tell that that is Coca-Cola box and the back off of paper pads glued together. Now this, there will be some paper go over the side of that. Cortana. You all, between Siri and Cortana, I go nuts in here sometimes. I mean Alexa and Cortana. Oops, I said Alexa. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Did not mean to say that out loud, you all. What I wanted to do is try to get this together enough. Yeah, I got time to do the other box to show you how to connect those two boxes. And you know what? I think I'll go ahead and do that and do this in a minute. I can do that in a minute. Let's get the other box made. Up. Let's get the other box made to show you how to connect it. Hi, Martha. Oh, you don't have to watch it from the beginning. You're fine. Lord, I was trying to do a video. I think it was on Green Tea Design Call, and the phone rang and rang and rang. And it was a telemarketer. I couldn't get him to quit ringing. I'm going to do this one differently this time. I'm going to put these all on at once. Might be easier for you all to do it this way. I do it every way in the world. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in, how I do it. Our kids are going to do virtual learning. They're giving the kids Chromebooks to take home. My two oldest daughters are school teachers. Everything's just in an uproar and a mess and all mass confusion, and they're scared to death, and but they, they miss their kids, they miss teaching, and they said they're conflicted. Conflicted. Want to have school, but they don't want to have school. You have 14 grandchildren. Oh, I've got 6 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. I haven't seen them, the great-grandchildren, in 8 months. The baby has gotten teeth, and I haven't got to see him. Broke my heart when I saw he had teeth. I bawled my eyes out. He'll be a year old here in a few days. Yeah, this COVID has changed our lives, hasn't it? Yeah, he's got 4 teeth. And Great Granny ain't got to see him. I ain't got to see my mama either in 8 months. She doesn't know me, though. She has Alzheimer's, but I know her. So I spent a lot of time in this craft room, you all. Hubby got a phone call. That's why he quit playing the harmonica, you all. Oops. Oh, shoot. I let that slip up. Trying to read a comment. I got nosy. I got nosy about what you all were talking about. Now we're going to do our edges. And we'll get this box done. You too, Tiffany? Oh, you miss your mama? Yeah. I understand. My mama, she thinks I'm her mother. She calls me Mom. I hate Alzheimer's, but hey. At least she's still with me. 2015. Seven to 8:30. Well, it's just me and my hubby here, so my daughter, and I have a daughter that lives next door and two granddaughters. They're in and out, but there's no hugging now. You know what I mean? So oh, Linda's Thrifty Life? Yeah. Yeah. Annie, is Annie in here? Annie Creates. Hi, Annie. Hi, Susan. Tootsie Tucker. How are you? I'm fine, Martha. How are you? We're just trying to get by, I think, Susan. Talking about spending a lot of time in our craft room during this COVID deal. There's some days, though, I just come up here and stare at the walls. I get down so bad about it. Especially when I see my great-grandson's got 4 teeth and great-granny ain't got the seam. I just come up here and stare at the walls. I don't know why I wasn't using them blue-handled scissors before. get this box put together, and I'll show you how I connect them. We got 21 in the house. Cool. Yo, I gotta tell you about my hubby's dog. He has a blue heeler. He'll be a year old this month, I think, sometime. If he ain't already, I don't know. Anyway, you know, my hubby raises a garden every year. Well, he, you know how cucumbers will, if you miss them, they get too big on the vine. So my husband, he throws them out in the field. Well, this blue heeler started going and getting them and eating them. And now he goes in the garden and pulls them right off the vine and eats them. He picks the cucumbers off the vines and eats the cucumbers. And the corn that the coons didn't eat and they left on the ground, he ate the corn right off the cob. My husband said, Judy, he eat just like we do. He eat that corn off that cob just like we do. Oh, wow. Let's put some in here. Isn't it? Never heard of a dog eating cucumbers or corn. But he does. He picks it right off the vine. Charles said, he said, I'll be standing there in the barn currying the horses, and next thing I know, I hear a rustling out in the garden. I step out there and the vines. He's in the garden and the cucumber vines pulling cucumbers. One MR is here. Hi, Mighty R. How are you? Are you all able to see what I'm doing at all? Have I been in frame any at all? Thank you, Annie. So that's funny too. I'll have to tell my hubby he doesn't have the only strange dog in the world. This is the first time we've ever had a blue heeler, and he's something else, that dog is. This is just, I don't know, you can use it for whatever you want to. 1MR. I had a box on the quarantine collab, and our friend Miss Sharon there from the Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 asked if I would do a tutorial. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a tutorial tonight to show her how I made the box. And I don't know if she's learning anything, because I don't know if she can actually see what I'm doing, if I'm telling her anything. But we'll see what we can. I don't know if I've taught her anything or not, if I've helped her or not. He likes tomatoes too. Well, now, Gus hasn't started on the tomatoes yet. Charles got them in wire cages that he made himself, and they're like 5 feet tall. So, my hubby guards his tomatoes because they're heirloom tomatoes. They've been passed down from generation to generation, and he saves the seeds every year. He's the last one to have any seeds. Everybody else has let theirs ruin. So he guards his seeds. He guards his tomato plants. I don't know why they couldn't have passed down money instead of tomato plants. You know, that would have been nice. You know, just a little bit would help, you know. I wondered if I had missed you, Mighty. I kept looking. I kept looking for you. Well, I didn't get enough glue on that. I think that glue is just about out. Can't get no more out of that one. Is there anybody else that's not getting all their notifications besides me? Y'all, I'm not getting notifications like I should be. You're not, Robin? I know I'm not. I'm getting notifications of channels that I'm not even subbed to. It's the notifications I'm getting. I don't understand. I don't know if YouTube's wanting me to, I don't know what they're wanting. But I start searching. When I don't get notifications, I start searching to see why that person hasn't been putting up videos. And then I find, well, they have been putting up videos. And B&D Crafts, he's been doing lives, and I never get his notifications. And then I'll see something later on that where he was live, and I'm like, well, I didn't even know he was on there. So I just start searching people's channels to see if they're putting anything up or not, because I'm like, why haven't I heard from them? That's what I do. YouTube Robin, is that what you do? YouTube Corn? That's what I do. I just start searching for these people. I'm like, I know they do videos. Where are they at? Okay, now I'm going to show you how I connect these two boxes, Sharon, so that you'll know. So make sure they are the same, and they are. Okay. And I'm going to use 65-pound paper. I'm using paper tonight because I know all of you don't have Tyvek. Is that how you found my lives? You went searching, Robin? Yeah, that's what I have to do. That's why I stalked Mighty all day yesterday thinking I missed his live, but hold on, I was going to show, this is what I usually use to connect my boxes with, because this won't tear. This is Tyvek. It's those unterrible envelopes that you get in the mail. You just can't tear it. But because, I'll show you, I'll get this scrap piece. And see, you can't tear that. You cannot tear that. See? So that would last over the years. That won't tear. But I'm assuming that you don't have Tyvek. So I'm going to use just regular 65-pound paper. No, you can use this. And there's another one. What's it called, Diane? Craftex? Something like that. You get your Tyvek from the post office. It's free. Really? I've never seen it at mine. I've never seen it at mine. The subscription section in the middle of YouTube helps a lot. I've not seen that at mine. Craftex, that's what I thought. I don't have any Craftex. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I just can't bring myself to use the paper because I want my box to last. So this is 8. So I'm going to cut this at 7 3/4. No, I'm not going to use it. I will use this. I will use this paper because I don't have that painted black. But I can paint it black after I put it on there. That's right, I can. All right, I'll get it done here in a minute, you all. I'll get it here in a minute. And I just want it at 4. Yep, just at 4. 4 by 7 3/4, and I'm going to put it like this, okay? And I'm going to put my tape on here, my score tape, and it's got it. This takes a lot of tape, you all. And I'm using this because I want the box to last. It will probably last a while with just paper, but if you use the box a lot, you know, paper gives way over time. So, but you can take envelopes that you get in the mail that don't tear, and you could use those. Use those too. I should have prepped this, but I wasn't thinking, because I thought I was going to use paper. And what I don't get finished on the live tonight, I will finish up in a tutorial and put on a video for you, Sharon. And you want to burnish your tape down so that you make sure you don't have any air bubbles in it. Bring this back over here. Make sure you've got the ends even. Of course, when your hand hits it, you know it's not going to be even. When your hand hits it. I'm going to take just a hair dab more off of that. Yeah, about a 1/2 inch. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. You want to be able to cover it with paper so that it's not seen. So if you go out too wide, it's going to be seen. So. Hey, Donna. How are you tonight? How's the grandbaby? Okay, now I want to make sure my sides are even, and then I'm going to start pressing this over. Don't let it move, Judy. Don't let it move. Okay, let's see. Take his time. Okay, and then this just closes like so. And you just work with it to get it. There you go. And when you put your doors inside and your rails, these are rails that go in here like so. That one's not that one. Not that one. It's going to show you the rails that go in them. You take, with chipboard, you just take 2 pieces of chipboard. But I took 5 pieces of that Coca-Cola box and 5 pieces of any kind of cardboard I could get, like the backs of the paper pad. And hi, Marianne. And I put 5 pieces together. And the reason for that is when you put the lid in, your lid needs to rest on those rails. So when you put these rails in, it'll bring these sides in, and it will make them stouter, like this one here, this rail here. And this holds your door up to keep it from falling, your top of the tray up, to keep it from falling down inside the box. And they will open up like that. So I'll do that in a tutorial on a video, and I'll show you how I did the rails. The rails are, like I said, these are just 5 pieces of paper together, and it's the back off of a paper pad, or 5 pieces of Coca-Cola box. And you just it's a 1/2 inch wide, and then you make it the same width as your box, but then you're going to have to do some cutting down when you go to put it in. You Everybody see what I did with my tape? There it is. Yep, reuse what you got. The railings are covered in black. See this black piece of paper here? I cover the railings in black because I don't want these ugly edges showing. So it's covered in black. See, this is the back, and it will go inside the box after the colored paper goes in. These are the last thing that go in, that go on the box. And there's your rail covered. You don't even have to do the ends because the ends are going to go into each other. You don't even have to cover the ends. They just go into each other. But you may have to trim these down once you get all your papers in here. So there's 2 for that one, 2 for that side, and 2 long ones for that side and 2 short ones for that side. So that'll take care of the rails. Hello, my honey's craft. Good to see ya. Thank you, Sharon, honey. Did I miss any other questions? It's 8:30. I usually try to get off around 8:30. Don't want to bore anybody. I don't know about that, Miss Diane. I'm not very good at tutorials. I can do it, but I don't know. I'm not much about explaining it. But I'll finish this on a tutorial, on a video. Well, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Miss Diane. You too, Martha. Can I start all over again? Oh, my. I don't know, this thing I bought to put this iPad on, it wants to fall down. And it seemed like it just kept falling closer and closer to my box. So I don't know if it was moving on you all or not, but it needed to be a little higher up. Yeah, if you have questions. Did I miss any? Did I not get it? Have I missed any questions? Anybody want to re-ask a question that I may have missed? Oh, did you, Marty? Yes, thank you, Sissy Diane, for joining us with your sister Sharon. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, my Honey's Crafts, for coming. Okay. Okay, Tiffany. All right, I'm going to say good night then. And if the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, we'll see what we can do next Tuesday night. I get nervous, but I enjoy doing them for y'all. All right, Martha, thank you. Thank you, Corn. I know, Robin. One Mighty R, you worked at the, what center did you say? At what community center? Good night, Corn. Oh, I'll try, Sharon. Good night, everyone. Good night, Donna. Love you, honey. Bye-bye. I'm going to have to raise this up, and you're going to have to look at this old haint while I say good night. Come on.